Hi, my name is Steven, and this is my video about how to improve your swamp cooler in your home by installing Up-Dux. You will also improve safety by not having to have windows open while your swamp cooler is running. Okay. What you're looking at right here is the finished product in the ceiling of an Up-Dux. It is in the opposite corner of the room from the doorway, so as to achieve maximum efficiency of airflow. Now, what you're seeing right here is the hole that I've cut in another room in preparation of installing the Up-Dux. What I did was I used a can of Kills to prime the interior of the hole so as to prevent moisture from the swamp cooler getting into the plaster and drywall and deteriorating that. I did that spraying while the swamp cooler was on in order to blow any overspray inside the hole, and I also used this piece of wood to catch any spray that would have gone onto the ceiling or wall and block it off. Now, according to the directions, the next thing you're supposed to do is take these little sheet metal pieces, put them up against the hole you've cut, and bend them over with your fingers. What I do from there is take this set of small duckbill pliers and clamp the edge of the sheet metal piece here that holds the Up-Dux in place, and use that to get a sharper curve here on the Up-Dux. As you can see, it's got that nice 90-degree angle curve there. Now, the Up-Dux unit itself is also sheet metal. The lid has a spring to counterbalance it so that the air is not pushing up the entire weight of this. That little cardboard stabilizer is removed when you're finished installing it in the attic. Now, the directions say that the hole has to be 11 5/8 by 11 5/8. What I did was I went up in the attic and located where I wanted the unit to go so that it would be between the joists in the ceiling. Let's see if you can see this here in the hole. There's the wood right there, and on the other side, same thing, the piece of wood holding the ceiling there. So, after going up in the attic and determining where the center was, I drilled a 1/8 inch hole. Then I took this 11 5/8 by 11 5/8 piece of 1/4 inch plywood, and I drilled a hole in the center for this larger screw to hold it up against the ceiling, and then 2 smaller screws to actually go into the ceiling itself also to hold it in place. In order to get the hole nice and square, I used this old carpenter's square that I have out in my garage. If you have a laser level, you could use something like that, as long as it's got a horizontal on it. You just put it up against the wall, shine the beam across the ceiling, and line up your template to make sure that your hole is going to be nice and square, not off at an angle. Now, as you can see, I have the little clips that are now rectangles all in place here. Next thing I need to do is just line up the holes Now what I'm doing here is demonstrating what I'll do when I get it up in the hole. I use this small screwdriver to help line up the hole between the body of the Up-Dux and the small hole in the clip. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention earlier about the template that I created is after I got it mounted in the ceiling with these 3 screws and squared up with the carpenter square, I took my power drill here with a 3/16 inch bit in it, and I drilled at the end of the corners, approximately here and here on both sides of the corners, 3/16 inch holes in the ceiling, and I then used this keyhole saw to cut along the edge of the template in order to get the nice square hole. Okay, here we are at the very last bit of this how-to video. I've turned on the swamp cooler, and I'm going to get a little closer here so you can see inside the hole where the lid is raised by the air flowing out of the far corner of this room into the attic. Now, this last bit is very important. You want to always make sure that the opening is going to go towards the center of your home. In other words, where the attic is highest. In this particular room, I was able to put the Up-Dux way over in the corner because there is a lot of space in this room. I'll back up here so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. I'm almost at the doorway. I'll shut off the light on the ceiling fan so you might be able to see a little easier. And so this Up-Dux is now finished. So 2 down and 2 to go. Good luck with your project. If you choose to go up inside your attic, be really careful. If you accidentally step on the drywall of the ceiling, you can and will fall through, causing injury or possibly even death. Going up in the attic is what I did, but if you don't have a lot of experience with projects involving going up inside the attic, I do not recommend that you go up inside your own attic. You have a good day and happy projecting.